Welcome into my state of mind here on WPRI.com. Reminder, we're back with original programming on Dan York State of Mind, the full show, 7:30 on IRI TV and Fox Providence at midnight. And tonight's broadcast involves the police and their challenge with COVID-19, testing, and the friction that may exist between police management and rank and file in terms of what to do out there to enforce things like mask wearing and the like. It's a good conversation. I hope you get a chance to tune into it. In the meantime, today, Governor Raimondo talked about the app, Kill COVID app, that you can download. Some 25,000 Rhode Islanders have downloaded the app, but our own Ted Nesi asked some good questions at the press conference today, including but not limited to the idea that a lot of Rhode Islanders are wary about being followed electronically, through the web, through the apps. That's something that more and more Americans are getting concerned about. And while the governor asserted that it remains on the app, meaning the places that you've been, listen, there's information on the app, but mostly what it's there for is contact tracing. So, God forbid, you come down with the COVID-19 on a positive basis and it reports to the Department of Health. Department of Health calls you and says, can we have access to your app? And the app has told you where you've been for the last 2 weeks, so they can go find the people that you may have been in contact with. The people aren't listed on the app. It's just the spots that you've been at. And you look and you say, okay, I was at this place in Johnston. And it allows you to fill out your contact diary, which is something you're supposed to be doing, so that you can inform them about the Department of Health about who those people are. Are you following all that? So, your phone tells you what the distance is between 2 points a lot lately because it knows where you like to go. So Big Brother's watching one way, shape, or form. It's just where your comfort zone is. And what are the answers about this app? And what are the HIPAA protections and all of that? And while the governor assures that it's fine and the health director assures that it's fine, she finally talked herself into saying, well, maybe I ought to get some more expertise up here to explain the nuances of it, which is exactly what she should be doing, which is exactly what she hasn't done this entire time. For some reason, the governor is waking up in the morning thinking that she's able to converse about just about everything in the universe effectively and smartly. And while she is brilliant, she really is a brilliant person, and she's a good egg, and she has been working hard on this project for a long time. She is exhausted. I don't care how much she smiles. She's exhausted. And she's exhausted our patience in controlling the entire thing. Of course she should have brought the Intel expert or the app developer. Of course she should have, brought in expertise and hairstylists to talk about how that's going to work. Of course there should have been clergy or some representative to talk about how it's going to work when we announced that the churches were going to be open March 30th. The power of leadership is in spreading out and delegating the messaging and the decision making that goes along with that messaging, and letting everybody know that there's a bigger circle than this little group. But the problem is there isn't a bigger circle than this little group. The little group is little, and it's not good for us. It's just not good. And she refuses to get that. She's going to run this baby home by herself, and over the course of time, it'll become more and more apparent to people that she's not doing us right by it. And the notwithstandings about how great a job she's done on the virus itself and the hospital preparation and all that are part of everybody's review still will start to wane. And she will wear out her equity. Her leadership equity will be worn out. I can't advise any more than I have, but I shall continue to do so. Maybe you should pass along the video to her virally on her phone. My guess is she's seen one or two of them. In the meantime, President Trump what is he? The Attorney General in Michigan called him a petulant child today. He went to Ford to see the ventilators being made. He was asked to follow the directive to put his mask on. He put it back in a back room, he put it on, but when the cameras are there, he didn't want the press to see him to have the pleasure of seeing him with a mask. I mean, what is that thinking? When you've got millions of people, millions and millions and millions and millions and millions and millions of people in this country who worship the ground he walks on, thinking they don't need masks, constantly being reinforced that they don't need to wear no stinking mask, when the mask is not to protect them, it's to protect somebody else, and he just goes ahead and blows that all up. Now, she's going to be taking some action against Ford for allowing him to go in, because she can't take action against him because he's immune from any kind of prosecution while sitting as the President of the United States. And the beat goes on. I don't know, man. Sometimes in this country, you just got to shake your head and ask God for some understanding. Have a great night. Try not to touch your face, wash your hands, do all that good stuff. And we'll be back here tomorrow. Appreciate it. See ya.